I hit the record button just now so that we can record this for all the people that aren't there and all that cool stuff. So, hey guys, thank you guys for being on with us tonight. Gosh, we had a bunch of people sign up for this webinar. It looks like a bunch of people already on, and we're just getting started. And you guys know my co-host here, Donica Kosletovlenik.
Oh, you were so close.
Not so even close.
Not even a little bit.
And then Larry Lee. Larry's got the easiest one. And so what we're going to talk about tonight is like how to generate free buyer leads. And guys, one of the reasons I asked Donica and Larry to be on this with me too is because you guys have seen them on the mortgage calls we're doing, but there are two lenders that, you know, it's backwards working with you guys because you guys are actually going out there generating leads and looking for realtors to go unlock doors basically, where most lenders are out there hoping that an agent comes and brings them a lead. So it's really kind of backwards. So these guys, not only are they doing what real estate agents do, they're doing what, I mean, they have strategies that we're usually not talking about. So
I just don't think when Larry and I started, I don't think we knew any better. I think this is just what we did.
I thought you had to go out and get business. You had to figure your business out, right?
I can tell you exactly why I did it, because no freaking real estate agent would work with me, right? I mean,
me too. They didn't want to talk to a baby loan officer.
Yeah, no, so let me tell you real quickly what happened to me, okay? When I got tricked into the mortgage business, okay? My fraternity brother, who was a branch manager, he said, yeah, we got agents that you can call and this and that. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome, right? Because, the car business, that's where I was selling cars. We had a database and, we had walk-ins, so everything's cool. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not worried about it. First day, I'm like, okay, so where's this list of agents I'm supposed to call? He's all like, list. I'm like, yeah, you said I'm going to have a lot of agents call whatever to pitch. And he's all like, yeah, the list is google.com. I'm like, what? So he literally had nothing for me, right? So I had to figure out how to find agents, number one, and then call them and find out how to even get them to want to talk to me. And dude, I got on Zillow and I just started searching agents and I got my ass kicked, dude. No one would pick up the phone. People picking up the phone, like, who the hell are you? And they asked me a question. I'm like, because it was like 1 month in, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And you think closing anybody's hard, like closing a client's hard, it's hard to close a closer, right? Trying to pitch salespeople who's been pitched 1,000 times by other loan officers is impossible, right? Especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So I was getting my ass kicked now. I was like, man, this is not working, whatever. What everyone else is doing, I just can't do it. So again, this is basically what kind of was the difference maker. I saw a bunch of flyers that were ugly as shit for these real estate agents. I was like, man, this is an ugly ass flyer. And I used to do graphic design and web design. I've been doing websites since 1996, 97, whatever, right? So I knew when I looked at the graphic, I was like, this is ugly. So I just said, hey, I see that you have a flyer. If you want, I can have it professionally done because I used to be a graphic designer. They're like, absolutely. So I would make a flyer for them. I'm like, the only thing I ask you if you let me brand myself on it. They're like, yeah, I don't care. You're giving me a free flyer. And that's how I got started. That's when I realized that my value proposition wasn't calling them and saying, hey, I can help you with your turn down leads and 580 credit scores or whatever. My value proposition is like, hey, let me help you with the marketing. And that just exploded. So that's why I do what I do, because I got nowhere the other way. So yeah.
Me too. That started out of desperation and duct tape, I guess, back in the day.
Larry has drank so much Coca-Cola and coffee and Mountain Dew today.
Yeah, I got coffee here, coffee.
Have you been with Larry all day on these things?
No. I just feel like that from I was having trouble keeping up. So guys, I know that Donica, we talked about
what is this?
You had a strategy that you're sharing with real estate agents. How about you guys go first? I'll tell you guys that are on the call. This is what we're gonna do. Danica's got some strategies. Larry's got some strategies. We're gonna go through those. I got a list of strategies. Then I got another list, guys. And if you guys are cool with this, tell me yes or no on Facebook, and you guys comment in the comments. I've got another list that's like 20, 21 referral companies that send you leads on a referral basis. If you close deals, you pay. If you don't close deals, you don't pay. Would you guys be interested in that? Yes or no? Would you be interested in a link so you can download those?
Wait.
Every agent on this call better say yes.
Should I not give those away, Larry?
Wait. Go through that again.
Okay. So So maybe I shouldn't have gave them away, guys. I don't know if I even told you guys about this when I told you
You
about
already
the
have
call.
like 18 yeses in the comments.
So, oh man, I guess I'm locked in. But so let me tell you what I got. So you guys had some strategies that we talked about on the phone, right? So I knew this would be a great call. And then I had some strategies that I've talked about in my group coaching that might be a little bit different. But then I've got a list of, it's like 21 websites and companies. I mean, that, they basically give away free leads on a referral basis, right? So if you sign up, you accept the leads. If you work the lead, it ends up being a buyer, you pay. If it doesn't, then it's okay, but it doesn't cost you anything, right? I mean, Dave Woodson's actually seen the list. Dave said that, you know what, man, that maybe that's the problem, Dave, that you know, we want great real estate agents to have the list, right? We want agents that are going to go out there and actually sign up for the companies and work. I don't know, Larry. What do you guys think? Should I give it away at the end? Should I give it away
Yeah,
in the middle?
I think, and this is just me, I guess speaking as a person that's on the call with you guys, I think everyone who's on the call deserves the list because at least they're trying to level up, right? I mean,
Should I give it away when the bourbon in my glass is gone?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
yeah.
That's a good idea, right?
Shun.
But yeah, I believe if they're on this call, they deserve to get a piece of whatever it is you're offering and let them have at it, and you'll know who's a producer, who's not, based on the results, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But make sure that they're, make sure that you have their name, their number, the email, whoever you give it to, and then you make them accountable, and we track their progress. I mean, we did this before, Jason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We track their progress, and then the ones that are doing well, we make sure that we keep on giving them whatever we can, and the ones that aren't doing anything with it, then we just make sure they don't get another list or another opportunity like that, right?
Well, you know what? We want everybody to be successful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? This isn't Basil Hayden or Blanton's. This is something else. I can't think of what it is, but we got finished
Is it
off
good?
the rum bottle. It's really damn good. Like it's scary good. Like usually I can tell how much I've drank by how much it burns when I take a sip, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there ain't any burn with it, right? So sometimes it'll sneak up on you because you go, oh, it's not burning. It's like drinking sweet tea.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see my new roll of toilet paper right there?
Why'd you get toilet paper?
I'm just letting you know I got a roll of toilet paper. I mean,
okay.
that's how baller I am. I actually have a surplus.
It's
Wow.
Let's see. Rainey says we're 3 companies that offer on a referral basis. Be glad to hear about others. I've seen somebody mention Op City. Op City's, one that we hear a lot about. We got a question about how are you getting leads from Facebook Marketplace, and then we got one on landing. I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys go first? And we'll just kind of chime in. Larry, you want to go first? Danica?
I'll go
You're
first.
so close.
That's so close.
I'll go first, and then I'm going to keep it as simple as possible first, and then I think Donica and I will probably go back and forth, right? So I'm offer one suggestion that is plainly obvious, but I don't think anyone's taking advantage of it, and that's just using Facebook groups. Okay. And you're thinking, okay, buy sell trade groups, whatever. Listen, let me tell you something. If you make it your mission to be a group lead generation converting master, you will find deals that everyone else is leaving on the table because everyone has the same attitude as you do. Okay. Oh, groups and this and that, nothing really happens, whatever. I post a link to my open house and nothing. No, you have to learn how to communicate in the groups. The first advice that I would give to you is I would actually tell you to talk to the admin of the group that you want to post or you want to try to convert deals in, right? Become friends with the admin, right? So you talk to them and say, hey, I want you to talk about this. I want to offer this, whatever. Make sure you're bringing something of value. It's not just a pitch or a spam, and ask them permission to share. Is it okay if I share something like this? And I'll tell you what, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes just because you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you gave them the respect, just like the Godfather, right? You ask the Godfather, can I, do this, or I have a permission to do this in your territory? You make them feel good. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. Okay. I mean,
You know
let's
what
go
about,
ahead.
you know about groups too, man? I mean, I think groups are a great way to get leads and get free leads. I'll tell you guys, I'm in a group. It's a little private, secret Facebook group. We share some memes, and it's just like
Memes.
most of us like we share memes.
Memes. I've heard them
So
called memes before.
Memes.
memes, we share
Memes.
memes. But you know, it's kind of
I
like
knew
some
that
funny
was right.
stuff and stories and stuff. And honestly, very few people in there I've actually met in person, but a lot of them are like in my local area. And you
Yeah.
know what? There's a lady that came from there, just sold. She's buying a house and she's selling. She came from that group. There was another one that I talked to several times and ended up buying a house from that group. I've probably got
Mom
10
group,
calls.
dad's groups. I'm in a Pokemon group
And
that
you know
I'm
what?
the only loan officer in. Like groups and like do things you love and work with people that love the things you love. Like just be the subject matter expert in every environment you're in. Be a
Yes.
natural born leader.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, that would be like the more advanced strategy, right? What I mean by that is like what Donaga's saying is basically infiltrate, right? Join a group that you care about. You know, like maybe you're into Harleys, then join a Harley group, whatever, right? And literally become like the big man on campus there. Become friends with everybody, make friends with the admins,
Yep.
find out who's popular.
How do you do that though? You engage with them, you be
You
social on
participate.
social media.
Yeah, you should be social on social
You give
media.
advice, you answer
Really
questions, you
kind of,
ask questions, you
Yeah.
engage in there, and then eventually everything you do gets seen.
Yeah, and when you do that, everyone's like, man, this person's cool. And then, you know, they find out that you're in real estate, right? And see, the thing is, a lot of people, they know people who needs help in real estate. They know people who needs help with a mortgage, whatever, but they're not going to talk to someone that they randomly found posting in a group. They're going to talk to someone who they like, right? So
Yep,
you have to kind of get them to like you first before they, so it's almost like if you pitch them the moment you join the group, they're probably like, whatever. But let's say you spend about a month in that group engaging, whatever, and they like you, and then all of a sudden they find out you're a real estate agent, they're going to be more than likely to say yes. If you ask them, do you know anybody who needs help with real estate, whatever, you know, that's my thing. I mean, my passion is Harleys, but my job is real estate, whatever. So it takes time, right? I mean, like these spammers who come in and they throw a link on the open house, you're doing it incorrectly. You're doing it wrong, right? You're going to piss everyone off.
That's definitely wrong.
Yeah, you're going to piss everyone off. The admin's going to want to block you, whatever, and everyone's going to ignore what you're doing. But if you actually engage and put time into it, then yeah, that's what makes a difference. But that's a little bit more advanced.
Being slightly controversial helps too. Like I had 300 comments in a group before lunch on, I don't know, yesterday, the day before. It was in real estate happy hour. It flew. Like it was so engaging. I got everyone trapped in that one. So yeah, it's just being seen and talking to and saying things that are interesting. Like if you got to come up with interesting things that people engage with, I think.
So I want to kind of shift y'all's minds a little bit. A lot of people are like, you know, should I build a page? Should I create a page? Should I put time into a Facebook page, right? And people don't get a big ROI on pages, and they're like, oh, it's kind of a waste of time unless you're using ad spend.
Yeah, you gotta spend ad money with it now.
Yeah. So the way I want you to look at a group, okay, if you have a page, an idea for a page that you want to put time and energy into, instead of creating a page, create a group dedicated to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you want to, I don't know, have a page for first-time home buyers, right? And you're creating this page and you make it look good and have all this content, whatever. No one's going to engage in the page unless you get people to add and, you know, you put ad spend. But if you create a group, right, and you get people to join, there's a higher chance of them actually engaging and being part of it because a group is more personable, right? That's why it's called a group. And, you know, people like to add other people to groups. So I would tell you if you want to have some sort of theme or some sort of page that you want to create, instead of creating a page, create a group and put the same kind of energy into that, and you'll probably net a higher ROI that way. And there's nothing wrong with adding your friends to the groups, especially if they're supporters or if they're, you know, savvy with what you're doing, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's.
Yeah.
My
loan officer friends are the first ones I add to anything.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're my
you know what?
dogs.
I think groups are a great way, and you know, not necessarily real estate groups like you said, man. And I mean the one that I was just mentioning there, like honestly, the stuff I post in it is just complete absolute nonsense, you know. And like sometimes that video that I showed you guys of the guy jumping down off the trailer the other day, I did that video. I want to show you guys how much different my work day is than yours. And but I did that video specifically so I could post it in that group. You know what? And it gets engagement, it gets, funny stories and random stuff. And a lot of those people, even though I've never met them like in person, I feel like I'm friends with them. We correspond through Facebook like all the time, and they're not really in the real estate industry. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, there's some of them that, some of them do work in the industry, but there's some of them there that, man, anytime they have something going on real estate related, they're messaging me through Facebook, they're calling me on the phone, right? Like for a lot of them, I'm their go-to person.
Yep.
Which is really cool. And it's only a group like 100 people, and I bet I've talked to 10 or 12 of them about buying houses like in the last 12 months. It's usually like one a month,
That's a great conversion rate right there.
Some of them are
100 people.
Some of them are never going to be able to buy a house. One of them called me, and she's living in a pop-up camper with some dude behind his mom's house. But that didn't have to do with me. She just gave back a car, so I didn't send him over to you, Larry, to get pre-approved. Sometimes you get some of that from those groups, but it's not a big deal. So, Larry, what you guys think about Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show. I have it pulled up here. Let me show it really quick. I have my personal. Can y'all see it? My Facebook page?
Yep.
All right, so this is just my personal. I literally do it with 65% of my business from this. Like, if not even going any farther, I'm posting 5 or 6 times a day, and I get a lot of engagement. Personal stuff. My kids are celebrities. Fun stuff. Happy hours. Smiling dogs. Whatever. Like, you just post whatever. I post probably way too much. But that's not what we're talking about. Here's Facebook Marketplace. So this is a very easy Facebook Marketplace ad that was viewed by 12,000 people. Like, I ran this on tax day last year, and it just stopped working, I don't know, November or something, because they finally realized that I had 222 conversations from this ad. All it is a bunch of pictures of houses that I had run funnels on. Just random, like these are my agent's actual listings. We ran real funnels, and I just happened to have the slot sitting on my computer. So I threw it into a Facebook ad, or a marketplace ad, like I was selling a mattress. And it's just houses that look obtainable until we get to these cute ones at the end. But that's literally all it was. And when you look at it, they jump straight into your messenger. So I've got 217 people just on this message, and there's hundreds of these, 62 there, 25 there. They get shut down pretty quick, but the ones that actually do fly are free. And I got like 500 free people to talk to using this method. And then they share it, and their friends call you, and you get text messages. And it's a ripple effect, this whole marketplace. But you're not going to be effective in here if you're not effective out here. You're not going to get seen. If you're not doing the right things on your personal Facebook page, then none of the rest of it matters, in my opinion. Larry, would you agree?
Yes, I 100% agree.
I really think your edge rank has to be pretty high to be seen in groups and to be seen in the marketplace and to be shown prominently on Facebook. You have to have this game on point. Like, people have to know what you do. So you can see that I'm the world's greatest loan officer. Oh, hey, look, Jason, can you hear this?
No, we can't hear it.
Ah, dang. You can go to my Facebook page. It'll play how you say my name.
Kostanek.
Kostalnik. Now you're making me say it wrong. Kostalnik. But, I live in Texas. I'm a loan officer, and I'm the world's greatest loan officer. Like, you know what I do, and you know where I do it. And that's important because everybody looks at your post, and they jump over to your personal page. And if they don't know what you do or where you do it, you're doing it wrong because you're a real estate agent. And they need to know where you are. Because if I'm looking you up and I'm trying to figure out if you're in Texas and I can't tell, your clients can't tell either. So how are they going to find you? And if you're not posting regularly, they're not going to see you. And then while I'm sharing my screen, I'll show some quick funnels, but I don't do a whole lot with funnels anymore. But this is a listing ad that we run and get less than $2 leads on. Super simple. It's just house pictures, again, generic house pictures that we just happen to have sitting on our computer and some really easy copy. You open it up. It has, you give them name, email address, and phone number, and then the other one's just a new construction. Oh, it's gone. So that's it, y'all. I mean, it's just to make it easy. It's all it takes is to be consistent with it. Like, always post. And
So
I
I'm
get a
gonna,
lot of business from there.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Not as impressive as Donica's. Can you guys see my marketplace, right? uh, so
That's a good one.
I got 1,800 views, but I literally don't do anything, and I haven't responded to any of these people.
Very.
You
Well,
gotta respond.
no, but this is the
It's
thing.
a lot of messenger work.
I know.
This method
You
is
know,
a lot
like
of messenger work.
you know, like the more you respond, right? As you respond to people, the quicker you respond, the longer it stays at the top in marketplace.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if you know that or not.
I mean that makes sense. But the
I
thing
figured
is,
this out like the really hard way.
but
You
the
can't robot this. You
no,
can't
but
robot the follow up for
but
this.
can't-
the reason,
can't robot it.
but the
Yeah.
reason I'm showing you guys this, it's a there's a point, right? Just like Lana calls herself the world's greatest loan officer, I call myself the world's suckiest loan officer, right? I just want to show you the she's showed you guys hers. I don't do anything with this, and this is the results I'm getting. So you can literally do nothing. You can like suck and be lazy and still get results on Marketplace. That's how powerful Marketplace is. And something that you don't understand about Marketplace is that when you post in a group, you actually can share it to Marketplace. Okay. So that's like a little like nugget that most people don't realize, right? So I'm gonna just show you real quickly what I mean by that. Okay. So let's say you decided to sell something, right? I'm gonna sell this house, right? Price, let's call it $1 house. And I'm gonna add, why is it doing that? That's so stupid. I'm gonna randomly pick up a house. Just ignore my meme collection there. Let's see here. Let's go to unsorted. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of a house somewhere in here. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. We'll go to, because I have to pick a house. If I don't put a house, it's not gonna serve the purpose that it needs to serve. So desktop unsorted.
You ever just take a picture of your hand and put it in marketplace?
No, I've never done
Yeah.
that. No. Okay.
I've done that. Actually for rental stuff, I do that like often for my stuff. You know, sometimes like I want to have a picture, but like, hey, I want to go ahead and get it on there this morning because the people moved out like 15 minutes ago. And yeah, let's take a random picture of like,
So you see what just happened, right? I'm gonna go back, right? This is the house I'm selling, whatever it is I put up there. It could be for rent, it could be whatever you want, right? I mean, I made it as basic as possible because I don't want to put too much time into it. But the moment you press next, it lets you share it to other groups in Marketplace automatically. So you make one post in the group, it automatically gives you the ability to share to Marketplace automatically and share to other groups that you're a part of, right? So that's why, like, we're talking about Marketplace and groups. It's a tool that no one's using, and it's so powerful, right? But the point is, whenever I created that ad that you guys saw, I didn't create that in Marketplace. I created it in the group, and then I shared it to Marketplace. So this is actually just residual, like, leads, because I didn't do anything. I just posted in the group, and I made sure Marketplace was a part of it, and it actually popped this into the Marketplace. And I have, literally 70 opportunities here. So Marketplace is probably the most underutilized tool in all of Facebook.
Quick tip though, if you want to throw a link in that, like edit it later. Like do not throw a link in it when you first build it, or Facebook will block it immediately. So like build it and then let it get approved for your Marketplace ad, and then go back and edit it and add the link later, and you'll be fine.
you know, it's something I've learned too is if I only put like a couple of pictures on Marketplace versus putting like 20 pictures on Marketplace, I get like way more response.
Wait, say that again.
If I put say like 2 or 3 pictures versus like 20 pictures, with 2 or 3 pictures, I get way more response.
Oh yeah. I put
like
one picture.
The less information I put, like if I put enough information to like generate interest, like some curiosity about it, but don't put like all the information there, then they have like a reason to contact me, right? If I put all the information, they look at the ad and they go, oh, we don't have to contact Chase and everything's there. And we never know that they were even interested in that, right?
Yeah.
So if we put a limited amount of information, like for example, like 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Carolina Forest for sale, and we don't put like every single thing, we don't put the neighborhood, we don't put all this stuff, then they contact us and ask for it, right?
Mhm.
And, like, hey, maybe they're not interested in, I don't know, I'm just going to name some random communities. Maybe they're not interested in Berkshire Forest, but they're interested in some other neighborhoods there. But you would never know if you put that was Berkshire Forest. They would have never messaged you. That makes sense?
Mhm.
That curiosity goes away. So,
I
I
threw
think,
both of those copies in the chat room if nobody's paying attention to the chat.
cool, cool. So you guys are really good at this. Our Donica is your sphere of influence, right?
Yeah.
I mean, working your sphere of influence,
Yeah.
like through Facebook. I mean, there's tons
Yeah.
of buyer leads with your sphere
No,
of
like
influence.
last month alone, I closed 3 or 4 people that I graduated high school from, 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah, me too.
I mean, 20 years, it's been 22 years, and these people still call me because they know what I do and they
Yep.
know where I do it and they know, like, and trust me. So
I mean,
I'm the first one they call when they want to buy a house because they know, well, most of them think I'm a realtor. I'm not. But as long as they know that when they want to buy a house, they call Donica, I don't care what they call me. I don't care what they think of me. I've done my job if they know that when they want to do this, they trust me with the biggest financial decision of their life.
Well,
And
a lot of people associate mortgage and real estate as the same anyways.
Mhm.
Like they think they go to a real estate person and they get the financing through them,
Mhm.
so
what's interesting is, so I'm not from Myrtle Beach. A lot of people think I'm from here and they hear my last name, and there's some like really, really wealthy family named Morris here. I am not related to them, right, at all.
Well.
There's a really wealthy family named Morris, and then there's this dude that trains coon hunting dogs with the last name Morris, right? So they assume I'm related
to you. Yeah.
They assume that I'm related to one of those two. I'm not related to either one of them, right? So when I moved here, I knew nobody. But get this, from Facebook and from my sphere of influence and keeping in contact and engaging and that occasional real estate post, the town I'm from is like 2 hours from here. And you wouldn't believe like how many friends and people that I grew up with. Yeah, you're right, Michael. I'm related to the coon hunting guy, actually, not the wealthy family.
I would think so for sure.
But they actually will message me and they want me to help them buy a house like in Columbia, South Carolina or North Carolina or wherever it is. And I refer those people out to a real estate agent and I get paid a referral. And it's kind of crazy how that's happened. Like I've made a ton of money off my sphere of influence that's been outside of the market I actually work in. And it's just been from, every now and then posting a really knowledgeable real estate question or post or something there. And I think a lot of agents, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think a lot of agents know how to post on Facebook, right? They just don't get it.
I think they're scared. I don't know. I don't know why they're hesitant because they're really fun people, but everyone seems so shy. Like I am not. If y'all are any of y'all watching or friends with me, I'm posting 18 times a day and there's nothing off the table except,
That's right.
Political stuff. I mean, I'll get a little religious on Sundays sometimes, but not overtly religious or judgy or political. Other than that, I kind of do whatever the fuck I want. And I put me on a thing. My personal wall is my personal art to me. Like it's beautiful because it's colorful and there's funny things and there's encouraging things. It's me on a page. And so if people can look at my wall, they kind of know who I am. And then they know who they're working with when they call me. And fortunately, if they don't like it, they go away. And if they do like it, they call me. Right?
I'm the opposite. I post whatever I feel like posting. And whether it's political or whatever, I stay away from religious stuff just because I just do. But like I made a lot of political posts. What's the funny thing about the political post is I've had people ask me, and they go, "Oh, so are you Republican or Democrat?" It's like you can't tell by my post.
I can tell. I know what you are.
But you know what? I have a lot of those people that have like engaged with me that, and you know what? I got a friend of mine right now. He's on my Facebook post. He's on my Facebook. He's like all over the place. Dude has like 100-something acres. He's telling me about like how he wants to retire in about 6 months from his job. He's not very much older than me. And he's going, hey, look, man, I know you're not licensed here, but can you help me find an agent for it? And it's a house like on 100 acres. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, $500,000-$600,000 piece of property, maybe more. And he come from some real estate post. Got guys, get this. I had a guy call me today from my Facebook. Well, he messaged me through my Facebook last night. And he goes, hey, man, I got a piece of property that I think it might be something you're interested in. And I was like, no kidding. I tell you what, give me a call tomorrow. Here's my phone number. Guy calls me, and I think I'm going to buy the piece of property from him.
Wow.
I mean, he's just a friend on Facebook. But if I didn't buy it, I mean, it'd be an easy thing to say, hey, man, I'm not really interested, but, you know, I can help you get X for it, right? And so I think a lot of agents, when they think about making posts on Facebook and being social, they're just throwing out a link to their website with their latest listing on it. And that's getting no traction whatsoever in the Facebook algorithm. Nobody's seeing it unless they specifically go to Larry's page or whoever's page, right? They're just shoving real estate down people's throats, and nobody's, you know, they get 2 likes, they get no engagement, right? Where on the other side of things, you know what? I changed my job to backyard strip club owner on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was hilarious. It's about 12:30 at night when I did that. I got up the next morning and I'm like, wow, there's like 60 people. And I had like messages from people, and people had already called my mama. And, right?
People had already called your mom. That's funny.
Yeah, and you know, not that I want people to call my mom, but you know, I've had a lot of engagement with people, especially while everybody's sitting around. I mean, I had a guy message me the other night, and he's not quite ready yet, but he knows he's getting a big tax return, and his job hasn't been eliminated or anything with this coronavirus. And this is going to have like $10,000-12,000 to put down. He's got a decent credit score. I mean, based on what he's told me, he can probably buy a house. I mean, he's going to be close. I mean, he might need a few credit score points depending on where the world is when he's ready, but he's going to have 10-12 grand in the bank, decent steady job, and right now he's got like a 640 credit score. So I think a lot of agents just don't quite understand how to post. But I tell you what, I'm gonna knock off a couple quick ones here real quick. I think sign calls, the more listings you guys have, the more signs you have out on the ground. Dude, people driving around and looking at signs and calling you off of signs, those are the best leads I think you can possibly have, right? And you know, I'm not sure about a call capture system right now. That was a long time ago. Don't put flyers on your signs, man. You're just creating another job for yourself. You might get a call or 2 here and there if you put flyer boxes out there. That was like the worst mistake I ever done. And, you know, but that's an easy one. Open houses, you know, we've talked about that. Open houses in Corona world probably are not as feasible, but you know what? When things slow back down, you go out there, you knock on all the doors, invite everybody to the open house, you stick out some balloons, stick out like 10, 15 signs. If you put one sign in the front door without a balloon on it, nobody's going to know you're even there, right? You better be prepared to watch their TV and sit on their couch for the next 3 hours. But if you prepare for it, you know what? When I had a bigger team, we used to do open houses all the time, and we'd have 2, 3 going on a weekend. We'd have like a minimum of 12 or 15 signs. We'd go out to we try to go signs all the way out to a major intersection. And it wasn't a big deal to have 30, 40 people come through there. And it would literally cost you, we didn't cook cookies and none of that shit, but it would literally cost us the cost of getting helium balloons. And I mean, the signs, we'd use them over and over. Every now and then you'd lose one. But man, if you went out to a main intersection or road, it was unbelievable. If you knocked on the doors in the community before, or stuck flyers in everybody's doors, took signs all the way out, put some balloons on those signs, you would have people show up. I mean, we had buyer's agents that, I remember there was one guy that somehow or another I ended up with some builder inventory that was, it was 8 houses all side by side. There were foreclosures from a bank. Long story short, we worked out a deal with the bank, ended up acquiring them with some other guys. There was one agent that was working on my team then that was like, dude, I got to do open houses there. We had 8 houses. And I mean, it was kind of stupid because it was way out in the middle of nowhere. I was like, I don't know. I mean, you go out there and do it. Just do whatever. Get away from me. Because honestly, I kind of felt like it was out in the middle of nowhere, right? And dude, this guy ended up, our team double-sided 6 out of those 8 houses, right? And this agent that done the open houses got 6 of those buyers. I mean, this guy, these were $200,000 houses. and this guy gross commission he made like $24,000 off open houses like in 3 weeks. I mean, he was like camping out. I think he moved in a sleeping bag. I mean, he'd be out there all day. Yeah, he was squatting in these houses. And but guys, sometimes I'm down on open houses because honestly, like, you got choices to make and there's a time choice. I prefer to make calls for listings rather than go out and do open houses. But guys, if you prepare correctly, open houses work. It's a lot of free leads and a lot of free stuff. Now another one, we've got a blog here. You guys got much experience with writing a blog?
Not so much. And I'll be honest with you, like with my coaching, right? And I mean, I kind of mirror or follow your style, right? I consider my coaching sort of a blog. Like I'm basically talking about what I'm passionate about, and I just tell people how to do whatever it is that I do. And to me, is if you're following me, then you're consuming the content that I want to share passionately, right? And I'm lucky enough to have people pay me for it, just like you. So I consider that a blog, but not like your typical blog that you would think whenever you hear someone that they're a blogger, right? So to me, a coach is just a paid professional blogger of some sorts, if that makes any sense.
So there for a long time, and I mean this still works. I don't talk about this in my coaching because I like to be real focused on what I talk about as far as getting sellers. But you know what? If you use a keyword tool, you focus on communities, write blogs, right? So like Litchfield Plantation homes for sale, you focus around that keyword and writing blogs. That stuff has low competition and show up in the search engines pretty quick. It's pretty targeted. The person that's searching a specific resort, like Atlantica Resort condos for sale, right? Or Landmark Resort condos for sale. That buyer is real specific. They've already drilled down some. They're specifically interested in like Landmark Resort, for example. And I'm just using places that I know about. Anderson Ocean Club Resort. They're really interested in that. They probably stayed there. They kind of got a good idea of the amenities, right? So the people that do look you up and you do have those blog posts, I mean, it's not a waste of time to do it. But the idea and the problem is most agents don't do it consistently.
Yep.
Right? So they don't do
everything. Whatever you're gonna do it consistently.
The problem I think most agents have, like in my coaching, I talk about the fundamentals, the basic things to go out there and build a real big listing business. The problem is the fundamentals of whether it's the fundamentals of writing a blog, the fundamentals of calling and telephone prospecting, the fundamentals of doing Facebook ads. It's boring, right? It's the boring shit that you do every day.
Yep.
So a lot of agents especially, that were steady looking for that new silver bullet. And it works. So I tell you what, I got one here. I don't think I've heard Larry talk about this. Donica, you guys ever use Craigslist?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't talk about Craigslist. I know the power of Craigslist, but I don't talk about Craigslist because I don't use it personally. I used to in my other businesses, but not for real estate.
I did it with the marketplace copy that I posted in the chat room. And I put like, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks behind it just to see what it would do. And I literally got 3 buyers, 7 phone calls and 3 buyers.
That's
like
awesome.
They were serious, ready to sign. And they went straight from Craigslist to application to closing within like 60 days.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what? Like I've done some.
I never did it again. Like it felt dirty. It felt like I was meeting these old men in a parking lot, like with their truck or something. I just.
So Danica was using the Craigslist personals on the real estate section.
Right. It's like the casual encounters part. I don't know.
Casual encounters part. No, but you know what? I've done some webinars with Chris Jones, and Chris coaches some of that sort of thing, generating leads with Craigslist. And you know what? I've done a lot of it myself. And man, Craigslist works. I mean, it's the same thing. You gotta do some trial and error until you figure out ads, and you might want to have 5, 10 ads going. But honestly, in the coronavirus world, what else do you have to do? I mean, we've all seen the Tiger King, and we joined Larry's Mimi Tiger King page. So like, what else is there?
You actually have a page, Larry?
I have a group. Yeah, it's banging, dude.
Yeah.
It is a banging ass group right now.
I don't think I can roll my eyes big enough about that.
It hurts.
It's
Hurts.
self-running. Like people are posting on their own, and people are adding their own friends. I don't have to do anything because it's such a great group.
That's insane.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's a great group.
And you know what,
So,
Craigslist?
so that actually. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. If you're not finished with
Oh,
Craigslist,
Craigslist. Man, Craigslist works. I mean, you know, you got to be prepared to respond to calls and respond to stuff just like you do with anything else. But Craigslist really, really works. And there's a lot of people looking at Craigslist. Like if you search online for the statistics are mind blowing. The people and the demographics and everything that they track with Craigslist and they put out there publicly. Craigslist is, I mean, Craigslist for it to be free. I mean,
If you find a copy that works, why not blast it everywhere? Why not throw it on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and everywhere, TikTok, Facebook, Craigslist, see which one it takes off on. You know, you never know where your next buyer is going to come from.
Yeah, I just
You
feel
don't
like
know if you don't try. Push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't know TikTok either.
Yeah, I don't know
Larry,
about
you're getting good
TikTok.
at it.
No.
I'm
Well,
getting.
I will.
I wouldn't say I'm
Well.
good. I wouldn't say I'm good at it.
The
but
guy with the
I'm
Tiger
definitely-
King group.
The stripper one. I keep seeing Larry's stripper one on TikTok. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but I'm definitely not like brand new. So I kind of understand the language, but I still haven't figured out how. I mean, if I get like 10 views, I'm happy. That's how bad it is, you know. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about TikTok, you know, but you know what? Video. We're not talking about Facebook Live. We'll talk about Facebook Live in a second, but you know, guys, video. YouTube. One thing that I done in the past was I was creating YouTube videos, and a lot of it was just me talking about. And I would do things, I try to do things that were like interesting, like 6 ways to know if your HOA is about to go bankrupt, right? This was during the downturn of the last market. And man, there would be people that would call me, that would get on my buyer's list, register on my website and stuff. And they call me and they're like, Jason, I'm looking at such and such. Can you check out the HOA and make sure it isn't going bankrupt for me? Because we were having a lot of HOA problems here around that time. We're like, I've been on like 9 HOA boards. And some of them you're sitting around talking about, well, guys, do we pay the water or the trash this month? You know,
Wow.
we've got $18 in the account. You know, like some of them during the last downturn in the real estate market, those HOAs had some big problems. And I'd done some videos based around that. And man, I'd get a ton of response. But I mean, there's a lot of opportunity to do video right now, even if it's just walkthroughs of places, walkthroughs of communities, you know. Like you don't have to be a great editor.
Well, interview your local restaurant owners and the people in your community and policemen and firemen and heroes. Interview whoever, your clients that you just closed.
You know what? Like I like to watch these news things on YouTube, and I've thought about doing this myself. And Jose Sosa said, I'm afraid to do a market report video. I don't want to say the wrong thing or opinion. You know what, man? You don't have to like sit there and ad lib it all. Hey, just take and pull it up. Just pull up the market report, pull up your MLS, do the search and share your screen, right? Just record your screen. There's a couple of news YouTube channels that I really like to watch. And I go, God, these guys don't do anything with the news. What they're doing is pulling up other websites and literally reading you the highlights of the article and going, yeah, over here they're saying this, this, and this about the coronavirus or whatever stupid thing's going on.
Yep.
And I mean, these people aren't creating news at all themselves. They're just showing you articles that have a common theme. So you can literally take and pull up your local news, you know, when they have a good real estate article, get another couple of good real estate articles, and maybe on the national level, do a 10, 15-minute YouTube video talking about how great the market is or bad the market is or whatever's going on in it. I mean, you could do it on that last stimulus bill had a ton of stuff for tenants, right? There's a lot of landlords out there really worried about tenants paying rent. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that, at least in April. You know, May might be different.
Because you took their checks.
Yeah, it got everybody's stimulus checks. But you know what? In May, it might be a little bit different. Well, yeah, April, May. Yeah, I forgot what month we were in. But May, it might be a little bit different. And dude, those guys that are for rent by owners really need that information. And a lot of them don't think there's any help for them. which is really crazy. Especially these guys that own rentals for years and they own them free and clear. They think nothing's available. There's a lot of opportunity for video. I mean, there's a lot of people interested in, a lot of people worried about their rent being paid, a lot of people worried about their mortgage deferment, a lot of people worried about just stuff in the real estate world. And I mean, YouTube gets a lot of views. I mean, a lot of views. You just gotta be smart about it. I mean, the next one I got on my list here is Facebook Lives, which the three of us we're on Facebook Live, some version of this, 15 hours a day now.
Right.
You know,
It's my second job now.
Yeah, this is my night job.
Well, and I want to talk about Facebook Live a little bit. A lot of people don't realize this, but you can actually go live privately. Okay, what I mean by that is you can actually start your live and make it so that you're the only person that sees it, right? And then you do your live, whatever. That way you can watch it and see if you like it enough to actually expose it to the public. Because that's one of the reasons why people don't want to do live, because they're afraid they're going to screw up, right? They're afraid they're going to say something stupid or look stupid, whatever. But you know, you'll get to the point where you're like Jason and Donegan and myself, where we just don't give up. We just don't give up.
Right.
We just go for it.
You look stupid in real life too, so just don't overthink it.
But
just
you
put yourself out there.
Yeah, but to kind of dip your foot in the pool just to see, you can go live privately by yourself, do the video, and then watch it. If you like it, you can always put it back in public. It's not going to get the same algorithmic strength as if you went live at that moment and people started, getting in, but your notification will be higher because Facebook favors live videos over uploaded videos. For some reason, upload videos are like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The lives, they want everyone to see the lives because they know it's going to get people to stay longer. So that's a trick that I pull. And the reason why I learned that trick was because I would run out of space on my phone. So I was like, well, I got to record, but I don't have any space on my phone. So I'm gonna record it using a live. It's going to record it and I'm going to be able to use Facebook as my cloud. And I'll just download the video later. But that's how I discovered that trick. But yeah, you can always go live privately and I guess curate or review your video before you actually expose it. Now, another thing I want to say that people don't realize is that you can actually go live with pre-recorded videos, which is what I do, right? I don't upload videos. I actually edit the video, I make it look good, and then I stream it live on Facebook. And if you want to know how to do that, all you got to do is just look up OBS. So the letters OBS, it's a system that you can use, and they'll tell you how to stream pre-recorded videos so that it goes live, because you get more bang for your buck if you're streaming your videos, whether it's edited or live, than it is if you just simply upload it. So that will definitely help your algorithmic strength with whatever videos you're creating.
I'm just the opposite. I don't want to see it. I just want to get it over with and push send. Like, I do not want to overthink it or rewatch it. I think it's a huge waste of time for me. Because I'll never be happy with it, ever.
I agree with that. But not everyone has the courage that you and I and Jason have.
Just
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you guys something about me personally is I don't like to hear myself talk.
Everyone else does,
Right?
though.
Yeah, everybody else does. I really hear about it all the time. And it's kind of weird, actually. But like for me to listen back to like, say, this video we're doing, I mean, I don't think I really sound bad. But then when I realize it's me, it's like, I don't want to hear me talk. And, it's like, why did I have to, do whatever or say, or whatever it is. So I just push play or record and just do it. And, and guys, I'll tell you this, when I first started coaching real estate agents and doing coaching calls and stuff regularly, man, I figured out that I need 11 pages to be able to last 45 minutes, to have a 45-minute call. And I would literally sit there and write out 11 pages.
Wow.
Like you write all the words and read them?
I would write every word and I would read it off.
Wow.
Nobody knew I was reading it off, I don't think, right?
I bet they did. I bet they did that.
Probably did. I sounded horrible. Could you imagine 45 minutes of me reading to you?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I've listened back and I'd almost cringe. But you know what? Other people didn't, though. They were like, this is great information and this is good and Jason should do this. I mean, when I went to work at EXP, I did the first like big classes in the cloud world, the new cloud world. And I'd have like 100 people in there. And this was like when the whole system had only had like 5 people at a time, right? And And you know, they had the little I don't know what you call these little things they got. They had the little people that are in the virtual world, you know.
Ooh,
It sounds
avatars.
bad. It sounds bad
Avatars.
saying that I work for XP. I have no clue what you call these little things. Avatars, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd have a little avatar up there, and I would just be reading off a piece of paper. Nobody could see me or anything. I would just flip through the papers, you know. But you know, that's how it was. Like, as I've done it a bunch of times, and everybody's like this. As you do it, and you do it over and over and over again, you get better at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's also
So, I
easier
mean-
with others too. Like it's awkward for me to just do this and talk to my phone. I'd rather talk to you guys. So I guess at the beginning, while you're
Well,
getting
sure.
your feet wet, talk to someone else. Get your lender on there, get your inspector on there, do something.
Yep.
you know, like some of these calls like I'm doing with you guys, I mean, it's so much easier to do it with somebody else that has experience in that same area. So, guys, I tell you what, you guys want to let's give away some stuff. You guys that are still on the call with us, I know we got a bunch of people on Zoom. We got a bunch of
There's
people
still
on Facebook.
62 people on the call.
Yeah, there's
and,
still a lot of people on the call. Are
and
you
just
guys?
just
Yeah,
so
you guys have been
know,
waiting.
well, I want to give you a count. We said we're going to give 30 tips. We only got 13 out so far.
We got 13, but you know what? We said we're going to give 30 resources.
Yeah,
Right?
30 resources. Yeah.
30 resources, right? So we've
Yeah.
got another 21 that's in a list. And we've got another 21 that's in a list. So I think we've done, what's that, 34 on this call?
Yeah.
And we've probably talked about some other things that people can get some great ideas from. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and give out the link. Is that cool with you guys? Everybody that's on the call, we give out the link. You guys can go there, you can download it, you can look at those by yourself. You don't really need us to help you fill out the forms and get set up. Is that cool with you guys if we do that?
We got a yes so far. Yeah, we got a couple
Got
yeses.
a couple of yeses.
I'm gonna look at the live real quick to see if anyone is replying back.
Live's a little bit slow. We got a bunch of yeses. So we should give the domain name. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I registered the domain name. I forgot what the damn thing was. Let me look here.
Let's wrap it up, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. No, I'm just joking. So
Heather did say it was bait and switch.
yeah, you know what? I heard this was bait switch. It really wasn't. So I'm
We
gonna
may as
do a
well bait and
whiteboard
switch
here.
anyway.
I'm gonna do a whiteboard here so we can put it just up on the screen. And the domain name is Free Buyer List. My typing skills get more diminished the more I drink, guys. Freebuyerlist.com.
Oh,
Yeah,
look what I just got.
Freebuyerlist.com.
Do you see this?
Who is that? Is that Wayne?
Wayne,
It's Wayne.
You're amazing. You know what? I like
are those
Wayne.
Wayne socks?
Yeah, they're Wayne socks.
Wow. I'm jealous.
These are way cooler than I thought they would be.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Oh, this is live. He's gonna see it.
That's so creepy. He's gonna see it.
Yeah, he might see it.
Oh, yeah,
damn
you
it.
might see this.
Whatever.
I'm a fan of Wayne, though.
Act surprised,
like
Wayne. If you just saw that, act surprised.
If you guys don't know who we're talking about Wayne Salamis. Wayne wrote a book that I think that everybody on the call should go out and buy. But
let's find it.
there again, Donica, I don't remember the name of the book either.
The art of getting back up.
The Art of Getting Back Up. Yep. You know what? I got the other cover that had the other
Oh
fucking
yeah,
name
the one that has the F word on it.
that has the
Yeah.
F word. But you
Yep.
know what, guys? I read that book.
Mine's autographed.
I actually went through the book and made notes and stuff in it.
Oh yeah,
And
mine too.
I think I even went
Those
through. I think
highlights?
I even talked about it like in coaching calls and stuff.
It's an amazing book. Yes, go buy it.
Yeah, I got like 3 copies myself, and I'm about to down. Learned recently, well, not recently, about a month ago, that he actually has the Audible version as well. So I can't wait for that because I think it's spoken from Wayne's voice, which is gonna be exciting because Wayne actually has like a crazy voice too. So yeah.
I thought that other guy was reading it.
Are you sure?
Danny.
I think it's Wayne. Let me see here. I'm
It'd be
looking up
cool
right
if it
now.
was Wayne.
Why don't you
Anyway.
let me read it. You know?
Yeah, you
Let me
should.
read
People
it.
like your
Yeah,
voice.
That's right. You should let me read it.
Okay.
Maybe I get to read version 2.
Yeah,
You said this was important.
yeah, you can't see his, look at his
So
little cheeks. He got to swim today for his birthday.
Hi.
Look at his little cheeks.
Yeah, I see it.
You got all pink. Yeah, I think it's the art of. No, that's not
No,
it, Kendra.
no,
That's a different book altogether. That's the
yeah,
subtle
it's
art of not giving a fuck. Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to. I actually
Yeah, I
have.
can't remember what it's called.
I have the book. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. But I have the freaking book.
Yeah, you know what? I bought both copies. I bought both copies of it. You know what? I bought the. You know what? Anytime somebody I know writes a book, like I buy a copy. I actually buy
Mhm.
a copy. You know, even if they gave me a copy, I'll go out and buy a copy. Because I want to support what they're doing, and especially if I like them. But I'll tell you guys this: like all the books I bought that have been my friends that I read them. Well, my friends that have wrote books. Wayne's is the only one I read the whole book.
Yeah, Wayne's is really. I've read it like 3 times.
You know, like a lot of them I flipped through, I read some chapters and stuff, but Wayne's is the one that I was like, wow, you know, this is really good. Like, you
So,
know,
so,
so
so I know the cover. I know what it's called. It's called "Fucked to Fucking."
Oh,
yes,
fuck
that's
to
it.
fucking.
That's
Yes,
it.
that's correct.
How the hell to get back up after life hits you with a throat punch? So that's
The other title.
the other version. Yeah. So from fuck to fucking. Yeah.
Well, they're
So
both the same book. They just he released it with two different two different covers.
yeah.
Hmm.
But the art of getting back up is the I think that's like the official name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one you can find on Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can hook you up with the other one if you want to coach with him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know how you get it.
You know what? I got it from Amazon.
The other one with the naughty title.
Yeah, I got it from Amazon.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, they sell it on Amazon. They sell it on
Can't
Amazon.
remember like how I seen it. I don't know. Maybe he messaged it to me. I don't know. But it was some random way I ended up getting it. So we got a question on Facebook, Larry. A while back, I tried to learn how your robots work. Is there an introduction to robots?
Yes, there is. If you go to actually I have a couple of links, but if you go to realestaterobotarmy.com, so I'm actually going to type it real quick in both areas, realestaterobotarmy.com. It should lead you to my Facebook page. And my page, I actually put content on there, but there's a link to the group, and the group, I actually have courses in there, like videos and infographics and all sorts of stuff. So you should be able to get a lot of content there. And in fact, what Donica was talking about with the profile page, there's so much to cover. It's impossible for us to cover it in a 1 hour video by, you know, when we have other subjects to talk about. But I actually cover what I believe the first 101 steps you should do to create the perfect Facebook profile in my book. Right. And I haven't published it yet. Jason actually wrote the introduction. It's been
One day.
yeah, it's been sitting in my computer for like the last 3 years or whatever. So it's
Like
probably out
3
of
years
date by
ago.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
You
out
just
of
knock that out.
Yeah,
I
probably should knock that out during coronavirus times.
well, you know what? It actually worked out because like I'm always upgrading my career and everything like that, so I get to have a better bio. So it's almost like my bio's gonna be like really badass by the time I get it out. If I first did it, it'd be like he's a kind of a loan officer, you know.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah,
so
yeah, but yeah, realestaterobotarmy.com. It should lead you to the page, and there's a link to the group. So yeah.
So guys, let me ask you, and I didn't even talk to you guys about this. I know we talked about doing the hour here. You know, we're at the hour. We still have about 70 something people on the call with us. I mean, you guys are hanging in there with us. Do you guys want us to talk about maybe converting these buyer leads and what to do with them when you get them?
So
I
not
mean, would
yet.
that be something that, or should we set up another call for that, Larry?
I think that's a whole nother hour.
Yeah, I think that's a whole
Probably
nother
another
call.
hour. I agree.
Yeah. But I do want to drop a few quick nuggets that I think will help you, and it requires literally no explanation, right? Kind of like how Jason gave you this list. I think if I give you this, you probably would be like, "Holy crap! Why didn't I even think about this?" Right? There's an app called MC Backup where you can download on your phone. It will download your entire phone list into a CSV file. I don't know if it works on Android, but it definitely works on iPhone. So you can download your entire phone list, and that should be like your first database, right? Everyone that you saved on your phone, your friends, your
On
family.
Android? You're gonna feel so silly. You can just export it because it's Google. So you
Okay,
can just go into Google Docs and export your contact.
Okay, well there you go. Then with Android, use that, right? But for
Mhm.
iPhone, it's called mcbackup.com. When you turn that into a CSV, and that should be your first list that you should follow up on, right? I don't know if I actually learned this from Donica, right? When you create a Facebook funnel, so let's say you are creating a funnel, you're boosting your post, whatever. And Jason, you don't mind if I can share my screen real quick? I'm gonna show them an example.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I don't know if I can
Let's
share.
see, I'm
You
gonna
gotta
stop.
unshare first.
I'll stop share.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm just gonna show you real quickly what I do. So Little Elm Living is one of my pages I generate a lot of leads from. Donica showed me this, where when you create an ad, you need to make it so that it's open, not restricted, right? Open means people can share your ad. Okay, so we're talking about lead generation, but we're also talking about getting free leads. If people start sharing your ad naturally gets algorithmic strength anyways. Okay, so you have people commenting and liking whatever. Anyone who ever likes or shares my ad, I automatically engage with them, and that's a free lead. Okay, so you got the leads that actually paid to opt that Facebook, you paid Facebook for them to opt in, but you don't have leads that actually liked or comment or share, right? I engage with these people.
And nobody else does. I engage with other people's people.
Dude, check
The
this out.
jackpot, if you will.
Yeah, and I was actually going to talk about that next. But yeah, like see right here, you have the opportunity to respond to these people through Messenger on your page. So when people are commenting on your page, these are leads here, but no one ever looks at their ads. But if you have it open where, like I said, Donica, before she showed me, I had it restricted. I didn't know because people can't share it. But now look at this, people can share. So I go to the people who shared it and I'm like, well, if they shared it, they must really think it's a good thing. So I actually engage with the people and I try to convert them, right? So, and this is actually a new ad. This is like, March 25th. So less than a month, I got this many engagement. I have ads that are years old where I got hundreds of shares and hundreds of comments. So these are free leads. So we're talking about free leads, right? These are free leads that no one is talking to. And you bet your ass, like Donica said, if I see an ad with a bunch of engagements, I'm engaging with them. We call it the jackpot, right? So well, that's what I call it, okay? When you go to your timeline, you're going to get ads, right? Ads are going to pop up. And nowadays, you're going to see a lot more real estate ads and mortgage ads. Why? Because they can't restrict it anymore, right? So you're going to see an ad from a competitor, right? If they have likes and comments, I'm hoping to see an ad right here to kind of show you an example. Like right here, this is an ad. Now, of course, it's not an ad about real estate, but these 5 people, I would engage with them. If it's a real estate ad, I'd be like, hey, just wondering, did the people ever talk to you about whatever? And there's a chance that they'll say no because they never opted in. They just liked it. Why not engage with them? It's free. Facebook pushed this information to you, so it's not illegal to engage with these people. It's not like their name, number, email that you stole from their funnel. These are people that publicly engage on an ad that was shown to you. It was pushed onto your timeline, so it's public information. So you should engage with people. We call it, like I said, we call it the jackpot, right?
The worst they can do is tell you to go off, right?
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst that can happen. But you got these ads that are popping with likes and comments, whatever. Why not engage with them? Who's stopping you from doing that?
Yeah, Jeff, we just literally hop into their DMs and say, yo.
Yeah,
what's a sister got to do to help you buy a house?
Yeah, I'm not gonna see a home ad probably, but like right here, I see this. I sell marketing, right? This is called the ultimate sales, whatever. I'll actually go in here and I'll look at the people and I'll be like, hey, I'll message the person, right? And I'll say, hey, I noticed that you like that ad. Are you doing anything with whatever it is that they talked about, whatever, or are you, what are you talking?
Did you get the help you wanted with your marketing, whatever?
Exactly. Who stopped? Facebook is allowing me to do that. It's not illegal.
If you say the wrong words, the worst thing that's going to happen is you didn't get the sale, but you learned what words not to say and you do it again. And it's a Facebook message. Like, what do you have to lose?
The best part about it is someone else paid for it.
Worst case is they don't respond.
Yeah.
But you go to their spam.
They tell you to go yourself, and then you do, and you move on with your life.
Yeah. So right here, I talked about other people's ads, and you guys see my screen. Again, real quickly, real estate agents, leverage your loan officers. Okay, your loan officers are going to have things that they can help you with, like listing booster and list reports. If you don't know what those are, just follow up and ask us. Donica and I have both used listing booster or list reports before. I have listing booster. So these are things that they can provide for you to help you with your
I'm going
business.
to tell you guys something with this. So you guys know Greg Tanner, of course, because he's been on the mortgage thing with us, and you guys know him previously. You know what? I've sent Greg listing stuff that he put in that listing booster thing for me. And man, I was getting blown up with the leads from it. I was like, holy shit, Greg, like I can't keep up with them. And I started sending a lot of them to a buyer's agent that works with me just directly. I was just forwarding them to her because I couldn't keep up with them. Like if it was an okay priced house that looked good in some pictures, listing booster, if you have a lender that's using that, you guys should be taking advantage of it. I mean, without a doubt. So I don't know what it costs you guys to do it, but
It's not a significant amount.
if you're giving away to agents, God, the agent should take your lender's free stuff. They do more than just buy you free drinks. Actually, don't work with the one that buys you free drinks. Work with the one that's going to help you get money.
I don't buy drinks.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
but
We buy our own drinks. We're grown ups. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's a partnership. It's not a
partnership.
Yeah, I'm not a vendor. It's a partnership.
Yep, that's right.
With my agents.
So, Jose asked a great question. Is there a way to search these ads instead of like going on, hoping that it shows up in your timeline? The answer is no. You can't really do that because if you go to their page, you can actually see page transparency and it shows you their ads, which is really cool. If you want to like look at what your competition is doing, you can see what kind of ads they're posting, right? But you can't see their likes and comments. But if you like the page and you start engaging in the page, more than likely their ad, if they have one, is going to pop up in your timeline. So you can't physically directly go to the ad, but you can actually make it so that it ends up popping up into your timeline. So Jose, that's a little trick. That's how I get my competition ads sent to me. I go to their page and I start liking, and I start commenting and whatever, and all of a sudden I see their shit going down my timeline, and then
we have way too much time on our hands, Larry. You shouldn't have had that figured out. Not that part.
Well, but this is the thing. I look at Facebook, and I might have told Jason this, right? I look at Facebook like a one big gigantic online role playing game. It's like a MMORPG. So like you guys are characters, you're part of my clan. Buyers are princesses that need to be saved, right? Underwriters are the evil dragon, whatever. Appraisers are evil dragons, and then whenever I get paid, that's the gold that I got from killing the dragon, right? So to me, Facebook is one big gigantic video game. So I want to know every single angle that I can win and kill and pillage, right? The sphere of dominance is what I call it. So
me too. Yeah, I don't think any one of the three of us probably look at our news feed. I don't look at my news feed. I don't have time. I'm on there to work and then I get off and it's not fun for me. Facebook isn't fun for me anymore. It's all work.
The reason why I look at my news feed is because I want to make sure I build a little bit of algorithmic strength for my post, right? So
me too.
Yeah, so if I post in the morning, before I post in the morning, because if you post in the morning right away, you're not going to get as much engagement. But if you go into your notifications and like and comment whatever, and then you go through your timeline and like and comment a couple of people, then it actually builds affinity. And then when you make a post, those people are more likely going to see your post as well because you like their post and commented. So Facebook is thinking, oh, these people have a relationship. So whenever Larry makes a post, I'm going to make sure that his post goes into their timeline. So I do it just to kind of build momentum. In reality.
Oh, I do too. But there's a strategy. When I'm in there on my timeline, there's a reason. It's not because I'm just casually scrolling.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, that's the final lesson really from me personally, and I'm pretty sure Donovan will agree. And Jason, of course, supports it. Talk to your loan officer and find out what they can provide for you. I mean, they should have it. If they don't have it, find a loan officer that does. There's a loan officer in your state that has assets that can provide for you and it costs you nothing, like list reports or listing boost or whatever, and it's amazing. I'm sharing it with my
quite frankly, your loan officer should be not only closing your loans on time with great rates and good customer service, but if they're not going above and beyond and helping you generate business in some way, shape, or form, they don't have to feed you leads or pay for your marketing, but if they're not generating business with you in some way, shape, or form, and you're a giver and they're a taker, it's not worth your time. You're not, there's agents out there that are doubling their business just working with the right loan officers.
I agree 100%.
I don't know. It's not the only way to go, but it's probably a good start, especially if loan officers like Larry and I that have been doing this part for a long time, we're very good at this part.
Yep.
And I think we like helping. I like helping. agents, other loan officers, coaches. I don't care who I just want to help people get seen on Facebook and figure out how to do this.
Donica is crazy. Okay, like the stuff that I get paid for, the stuff that people pay me to coach, she shares it to the entire loan officer group, like 2,100 loan officers. Like, here, this is what Larry's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Larry
Exactly
told
what
me
T's to cross and I's to dot.
Yeah. So I mean, in reality, I mean, we share it, and because we're such nerds about it. You know what I'm saying? We love this stuff, and it's just kind of cool. It's like the way I compare my social media is like a magic trick, right? I know the magic tricks, and then when I show it to someone and they're like in awe, I'm like, that's cool. I want to keep on doing that, right? So that's why it's so fun for us to share and teach and coach and help and be on videos like this, because to us, we're just it's ego boosting as well, you know? So
Sure.
So we're just happy to be in front of you guys. Seriously.
It's fun too. Like, we like helping people. I don't like seeing people struggle with something that's relatively easy. This is pretty mind-numbing work as long as you're consistent with it. Like I said, I'm posting 5 to 10 times a day, every day. And if I'm not posting a third something by 10:15 in the morning, I start twitching. I'm like my Facebook clock starts going off. So like I've been doing it every single day at the 2 in the morning and 1 at 10:15 and then 1 by noon and 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Like it's just clockwork. Like that's what I do. That's just who I am now after 3.5 years, and it really takes off a lot of the time.
So so let me ask here. So we still have a lot of people on this, and I was looking at my emails just now to see like how many people have signed up and got this free list, and it looks like we've given away like 30 something of the list. What about the rest of you guys? The rest of you guys want this? Do we need to put the domain name up again, Larry?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's put up the domain name one more time, if I can remember it,
Hey, while they're doing that, Tina, what state are you in? She said she wants to know more about Listing Booster.
I'm already, I gave her a video. If you see if you see the link that I posted, that's a video about Listing Booster and what it does. And I'll also share a video for list reports.
She's in Maryland. Larry, are you licensed in Maryland?
No, but I mean,
Jason Turner is.
Yeah, Jason Turner is for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you see what it is and tell you all about it if you want to learn about it. It's not a big deal to me. Doesn't matter what state you are. I help. I mean, I generate leads and teach agents that are like in freaking Canada. I can get no business from them. Doesn't matter.
I would say in Florida. Are you in Florida?
I am in Florida. Yes.
Larry, then somebody said who's in Florida. Larry's in Florida.
And I'm going
Larry. Someone said Larry. Who's in Tennessee? Jason. Matt Stevens is in Tennessee, right?
Yep.
Chad Katani.
Yeah, but I'm also in Tennessee too.
Oh, Larry's in Tennessee.
Yes, I'm in Tennessee as well. I'm trying to find a link for you guys, agents, so you can see what list reports is. All my agents are using it. They love the crap out of it. So
list reports or Listing Booster?
List reports, dude. Donica, list reports.
I like list reports.
It's freaking awesome, dude. It is freaking awesome. You can, with list reports, you can create flyers for FSBOs or expires, or even better, if you're about to do a listing appointment, you can bring marketing to the listing appointment and show them what you've already created for them. Expires, I mean, for sure, I would think that if you went to an expired and you had a list reports like set up for them and just show it to them and say, hey, did your agent do this for you? I'm also in North Carolina. I'm also in.
Are you in Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona as well. Here,
okay, good. So Larry's the answer to all of y'all. Anybody in Texas, call me.
Yeah, I'm a branch manager, so I kind of have to have a bunch of licenses, but I'll actually type the link up, whatever. But yeah, I think that just like Donica said, you should probably leverage your loan officer because they probably have tools, or they should have tools to help you grow your business because it grows your business, obviously. And I'm actually going to look at this freebuyerlist.com. I've never heard of it, Jason. I'm kind of upset that I don't know about it, but I'm definitely going to dive in for sure.
And I see, yeah, you know what? I agree with you. God, we got a lot of chat people here. Let's see, we got, oh, they're asking questions. So cool. So freebuyerlist.com. Freebuyerlist.com. So you guys want to list routes?
Did you get that domain today? Did you buy that domain today?
I bought it like 30 minutes before we started.
I'm surprised that it's available.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad I didn't know about it before this, Jason. Even though you bought it 30
Yeah.
minutes ago, I'm still mad about it.
I mean, you know,
Can we
we can
have it?
use, yeah, I mean, we can use it for something else or whatever you guys want to do. You know, I tell you guys I'll do whatever you guys want to do, you know? So,
We talked about this in the
Hunger
chat,
Games.
right?
That's what I want
yeah,
to do.
yeah, we texted about this earlier today, Danica.
We did. We talked about this in the messenger. Jason's like, I want to do something, and he went and bought the domain.
Yeah, when involved
We
in
can do
that.
something with it.
I wanted something like bam, like people would say, hey, that's easy to type in, easy to remember.
Mhm.
You know, instead of the lead pages form that's 3 miles long. So yeah, I bought it like 30 minutes. It's crazy that was available.
That is really awesome.
You know what? There was other options though, but I tried to get the shortest one that had free in it.
So there's still people on the call, right? I'm actually going to dive in and see what this free buyer list is right now.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You know what? You can share your screen, pull it up if you want to. I'll unshare mine. I'll tell you what, stop share.
I'm
I'm
gonna share.
drink this again. I'll be back.
All right, so I got
And,
free.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna be right back, Larry.
All right, so I got freebuyerlist.com. You guys have experienced the Jason Morris experience with me, right? So you want to list of 30 plus places for free real estate buyer leads, 20 plus websites that sends leads for referrals, video plus 10 plus places for free leads from generate buyers yourself, plus links with additional resources to help you convert more buyer leads. Brought to you by real estate agents that really work. List compiled by Jason Morris, Larry, and Donica, right? It's kind of cool. I got credit and I didn't even know about it. So here, of course we have to click the list. I'm gonna go ahead and give him my information because I've already getting spammed by Jason anyways, like five different emails a day. So whatever. So I opted in. Let's see what happens next. So you guys can watch me do this, and if you don't like it, you basically save yourself an opt-in, right? Nothing's happened yet, Jason. What's going on, dude? Let me check my email real quick to see. Maybe I got it inside my email address or email account, whatever.
Yeah, so you figured out that it worked right?
It just it did the whole like loading up and then nothing happened. And I'm checking my email right now to see if I got anything in here.
So what did you do? I'm sorry, I had to get my ear thing straight. So you click the thing, and it should.
I put my information in there.
Okay, so it should email you a little email that has a download link. So you'll download. It's actually an Excel spreadsheet. And if you want to pull up that Excel spreadsheet, I will tell you which ones I think are the best ones on there.
Well, I haven't received it yet in my mail, in my inbox yet.
Let's see. Wow. Lead Pages is failing us, I feel like.
Let me see if there's anything in spam.
Might be going spam.
Please confirm your $1,000 PayPal gift card. Yeah, that's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. Not me.
Look for the Persian Prince one. How can I ask a lender to pay for paying ad spend? Did y'all already answer that question?
No, I didn't see that question.
No, why do you want to be locked into that lender? Because they're going to give you, $200 or something. Why do you want to do that?
I mean, yeah, you can ask. I would entertain splitting the cost if you know what the fuck you're doing, but I don't know. You'd have to split it. There's a whole lot of legal things that comes to splitting the cost. That might be a whole nother call of the strategy that I take with my agents on that, because it's a little different. We only use funnels for very specific reasons, and I pay for some and they pay for some.
So while I let Jason figure that out, because I am very interested in seeing what he's going to send me, right?
Tell you what, man, why don't I just send you a link here, Larry?
Mike got it.
Yeah. I'm just going to text you a link. Did I send you guys this earlier?
Put this Mike guy.
Mike who?
Mike Grant, he said he got the email already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people get the email already.
Maybe I put the wrong email address or something.
Do you know Debbie Sorrell? Someone said it's in your email. So somebody.
I don't see anything in my email.
Man, Larry.
Sorry, man.
Hey, I tell you what, I just sent you a link to the spreadsheet. You pull up a Google Sheets. Should be able to anyway.
Which email address did you send it to? Because I have like 1,000 of them.
Oh, I sent it to you Facebook Messenger.
Oh, Facebook Messenger. Okay, perfect. All right.
Are you really going to read tarot cards here in 5 minutes?
I mean, maybe. No, I'm just joking. That would be really interesting if I start reading.
So that wasn't, you're not actually doing that?
No, were you really excited?
I was kind of excited.
I seen that. You know what? I've got several messages asking me to read their tarot cards. I don't even have tarot cards. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
But how are you going to read them if you don't have them?
Well, I didn't think anybody was going to take me up on that. There you go.
I did
There you go.
I just asked your permission, Jason, to access the Google Sheets.
Let's see. Requested permission, and I'm allowing you to take a look at that.
Cool. So I'm going to.
Jason, maybe you have to email the.
I got it. I got it right here. I got it.
Got it right there. Look at there. So, guys that are on this call, I'm going to tell you guys something really interesting here. So, I added one at the last minute to this, and you guys have stayed on the call with us. I feel like you guys are probably learning something that the other people didn't. So, you see that one down at the bottom, experthomeoffer.com? That is actually a seller referral thing.
Nice.
Now, you got to be a little quick. They email it out to a lot of people. You can buy the lead, but you can also take the lead on a referral basis, right? And they're very similar. They're very similar to Z-Buyer leads. If you guys remember a couple of years ago, I was talking a lot about Z-Buyer leads. Well, Z-Buyer leads are people that are coming through websites like I Buy Houses websites, right? So it's really, really easy scripts. It's really easy things. I've got a lot of stuff with that. Basically, they come through it. They're a seller looking to sell their house, and they're looking for somebody to get an offer on it. So the conversation is really easy. You call them, and you're like, hey, Mr. Seller, this is Jason Morris. I'm with eXp Realty. I just want to call you. I seen where you came through our website, and you were looking for an offer on your home. And they go, oh, yeah, we'd like to sell our house. And you go, you know what, that's great. What kind of price are you looking for? And they give you a price, and the default response is, well, I got to do some research, but I'll tell you what, that looks, I do work with a lot of people that would make a cash offer on your house. However, most of the people that are making cash offers, they're looking for properties. They can do a little paint, a little carpet, and sell it for a profit. But I tell you what, we could probably get you a little bit closer to your asking price and what you're asking. Could you wait 60 to 90 days on that if you can get your asking price? And what they're going to tell you is yes. Right? And this is what you say after they say yes. You say, hey, well, that sounds great. Will you be home at 2:00 this afternoon? And you set an appointment. You send them over your pre-listing package. You show up prepared, right? No excuses. You show up prepared. A lot of agents don't show up prepared, and that's why you're not getting listings. You're showing up hoping something happens without a plan. And it's just like if you had a legal problem, you went to an attorney, and that attorney had no plan for you.
Right.
Would you use that attorney, right? If you went to a doctor, you had to have major surgery, Larry, and you went to a doctor, and the doctor said, hey, Larry, we're going to get in there, and we're just going to figure things out when we get in there, right? You're not going to use that doctor. Or if you went to that doctor, then you went to the next one, and he said, hey, Larry, we're going to do A, B, C, D. It's going to be a 30-minute surgery. You're going to be in the hospital a day. You're going to have 2 recovery. You're going to be brand new. That's the guy you would use, right? You wouldn't use the guy that said, hey, we're going to root around there with a stick and see if we can figure out what it is. Nobody wants to use Dr. A, but that's the problem a lot of agents have is when they go after these we buy houses type leads, and I call them that because they're coming through those sort of websites. That's why a lot of agents are failing because they're not using a script that's proper. Right? They're trying to list it over the phone. They're trying to get a commitment to listing it over the phone where they need to set an appointment and then use a sales process and list the house when they get there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they need to build trust, right? Because these people don't know who you are. Right? And we live in a time where we have coronavirus and Craigslist killer, So you need to go through a process that builds trust. You need to send a pre-listing package, and you need to show up 100% prepared. And you need to, because you know what professionals do is professionals show up prepared, right? Amateurs show up with nothing, right?
Right.
Tony's asking a question.
So I buy houses websites. How do we access those homes? I don't see them. I'm missing something. Well, what you need to do is you need to become, I think it's a local member here, if that's the website.
Yeah, I'm at a local member site. I'm in Dallas County.
Yeah, you might do the contact us, but I tell you what, now the Horry County, which is my big market, I don't get a whole lot of leads in, but there are people actually pay it in that market. The Georgetown County market, which is like a secondary market that I'm a part of, is actually where I live. Dude, I can accept every single one of those leads. I don't think nobody signed up but me. And if you're in Georgetown County, South Carolina, don't sign up. It's horrible. It's worst website out there. You know, worst website out there. You know, for leads. So, but that's a good one in my market. I'm only speaking in my market. Larry, if you want to go back to the list, man, we'll go down through it real quick, and I'll pick out a couple more that I've had some seen some success with. I will tell you. So I made this list originally for my group coaching a few months ago. We confirmed all of them a few months ago. I did not do it before this call, but we did not, if you notice, we didn't put Op City there. You know, we've seen that in the call. I've heard of Op City, you know, but we didn't put it there. So what happened on our list, Larry?
Right there. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Stop messing around, Larry.
Stop
Jesus.
messing around, Larry. You know, so 55places.com, become an agent. I'll tell you what, guys, though that's a website that specializes in 55 plus communities. You become a web agent there, and the leads you're going to get are going to be people specifically looking for 55 plus communities. And let me ask you guys, when you guys are doing a loan for somebody looking at a 55 plus community, what kind of buyer is that typically?
Those are white New Balance wearers right there. 800 credit score.
Yeah,
Money.
exactly. Man, they got a good retirement
Engineers,
income. They got
lawyers,
money in the bank. Yeah. People buying in 55 plus communities and searching and researching with them. These are not poor people.
No.
Right.
Let's just be honest. They're not poor people. They know what their credit score is. They know. Yeah, Jeff McDermott.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to qualify, easy to sell. They know what they're looking for, right? If you guys aren't signed up on that website, then man, you know, if you're going to sign up for 2 websites on this 21 website list, sign up for the expert offers one, and then sign up for the 55 places one, right? So Agent Pronto, I'll tell you what, Agent Pronto, I got a lot of leads from there. Yeah, 55 plus has become a partner agent. You know what? Unless they've changed it real recently, it's well, you know what? They got the thing there: a referral fee-based partnership, no upfront or monthly costs, no pay per lead, access to qualified referrals. I mean, honestly, Larry and Donica, you guys should have every single agent working with you guys signed up on this.
Yeah,
Why not?
for sure.
I mean, like, if you had to pick one website off the list, I think this is the one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign up for all of them.
Right?
Why not? I mean, why not?
Larry,
You know?
Larry's like, I got 200 agents I'm signing up on this tomorrow.
Well, that's the reason why I was messing around, because like someone said that they found your email in the promotions tab, and I'm like, there it is. It is in the promotion tab right there. I was trying to find the email, so I was like, I want to make sure I had it just in case.
Yeah, I mean, guys that listen to this, I know there's some of you guys that are on this that are lenders, right? I mean, why would you not want your partners to have this list, right?
Right.
So, I mean, share it. We're giving away for free. I mean, honestly, there's not even any branding on the spreadsheet, you know? I mean, like, that was probably dumb of me. I should have made it a PDF and put my name at the top, you know? But I did not do that, right? Let's see. Home Light, I've heard a lot of good things about that. I'll tell you what, Agent Pronto, I signed up for that one myself. I signed up for all these a few months ago before I gave you my group coaching. Agent Pronto, I'll tell you what, guys, I don't know the lead quality because I'll be honest with you, I did not call any of them. But I will tell you, Agent Pronto, I got blown up for a while. But I quit accepting them.
Why didn't you call any of them? Why do you want leads if you're not going to call any of them?
He's a coach. Oh, you're muted, Jason. He's a coach, so he's probably doing R&D like I always do, right?
You know what? It was a lot of research. Yeah, exactly. It was that. But you know what, guys? I'm like so busy during the day. I rarely work with buyers. I set standards for my business. Like if it's not a friend, family member, cash buyer, somebody knows exactly what they want, somebody that I've worked with before, right? Then I don't represent a lot of buyers. They just get referred out to an agent, a buyer's agent. I mean, that's a whole other call about how to hire a buyer's agent and how to pay them. So they're excited to work with you. But I mean, I'll tell you this, like I signed up because I wanted to make sure the information I was giving my agents actually works, right?
Right.
But I'll tell you what, Agent Pronto, man, they blew me up with leads in my market.
Are you telling me that I need to go get my real estate license just so I can sign up for these things, so I can like at least have some.
See, look at this too. Like if you scroll down just a little bit, it says no upfront cost or monthly fees. You won't need to spend time working through low quality leads to find rare legitimate buyers. So apparently Agent Pronto is doing some sort of screening process with these.
That's awesome, dude.
Right? You will only receive referrals who want to be matched with an agent. Like, I mean, this is better than doing your own Facebook ads, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not knocking Facebook ads or anything, but you know, Facebook ads, you're getting everybody.
So Jose's asking how these exactly these sites work. From my perspective, what I'm thinking is you're basically signing up to be a partner, maybe for a certain area, and when they get these leads, they just send them to you, and then they just hope that you actually work them and get them closed, and then you pay them after you close them as a referral. Is that pretty much the bottom line?
Yeah, that's right. You sign up and you get leads, and if you close leads, that's great. If you don't close leads, it sucks. But I will tell you, you know, at some point they're probably going to cut you off if you're not closing leads.
Yeah. Right? I think the reason why Jose is asking, because it just doesn't sound like real. It sounds like almost too good to be true.
So you give them part of your money, like
yeah,
you lose part of your commission getting the lead.
Yeah, but I mean, but it literally costs you nothing.
No. Well, it does in the end when you're paying 30-40% of your commission. It does cost you money. It just doesn't cost you upfront money.
Well, that's the point, right? So if you're broke, you have a license, you can still make money. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
You're broke, you don't have time to do lead generation. You don't know how to even open up a Facebook. You sign up for these things. They email you the lead. You call them up and you work them. And if they buy or they close, you get paid a percentage, which to me
it makes me wish we could pay for referrals.
Exactly.
Because I'd probably do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Jason, are you telling me I need to get my real estate license so I can actually sign up for these pages? So I can have.
I mean, maybe.
But if you do that, you won't have any real estate agents left. Nobody's going to send you their loans.
No, what I'm saying is what I would do is I'll get the referral and then I'll hand them out.
Yeah, but
because I'm pretty sure as an LO, I can't sign up for this. They're not going to give it to me, right? They're like, wait a minute, you're not a real estate agent, you're a loan officer, so we can't put you on the list. You know what I'm saying? But if I say I'm an agent, I get
your favorite agent can.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway. Wow, Jason. That's
insane. A lot of lists.
That's insane. That's 20. You literally gave 19. Yeah, you gave 19.
20.
Well, I'm not counting this one. Oh yeah, you're right. 20. You gave 20.
Yeah, 21. I told you guys I would deliver on this. I didn't show, and for everybody listening to this is still on this, I didn't show them the list on purpose. I was going to send it to them this morning because, I try to prepare everybody for the calls. We do, but then I said, you know what?
We can handle it.
I got other shit to do. We'll surprise them with this later,
Right.
Pretty neat.
I love it.
If you're not doing this, you probably should question what you're doing in life.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. We pay as agents, we pay for Zillow, we pay for all this stuff, right? And we pay for all this stuff. But, we're willing to give other agents 25% referrals, right? And we're really excited when another agent sends us a referral. And I'll tell you guys, if you're not being active in these real estate agent groups, making posts, letting people see your name, letting people get familiar with you, friending them on Facebook, the people you're interacting with. Man, you're missing out on a lot of business right there too. I mean, I'll tell you guys this. I got one closing. It's going to close the end of this week or the beginning of next. It was a referral from an agent in my Facebook group, right? Sent it to me. It's his in-laws. I went and met him. I mean, easy deal. They signed the paperwork with me. They already knew a little bit about me. They already trusted me, the whole thing, you know. Like I got pitched heavily, which I appreciate it. Anybody that wants to send me seller referrals, I more than appreciate it. If you send me a buyer referral, I got a great buyer's agent that I work with personally. I'm happy to hook you up with her. She will pay your referral, right? But I'll tell you what, like, man, that's an easy deal. Like, I mean, I listed their house for a reasonable price. We got a contract on it. I think I'm gonna make $5,000 gross commission on it. I'm paying out the agent 75%. Well, 5,000 to me gross commission after I pay out them 25%.
Right.
So I mean, you know, like we're willing to pay that agent that for those easy deals. I mean, these companies are fantastic, you know, and they're free. I mean, it takes you, you know, spend an hour signing up for stuff, and you know, if you get something from it, great. If you don't get something from it, well, you know, that sucks. But I feel sure, like, you know, some of these I've got nothing from in my market, but let's say you're in Wisconsin, you might get blown up by some of these. Maybe they don't focus on Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, right?
Right.
Maybe they don't focus on, you know, Dallas, Texas, where Larry is, or Fort Worth, where Danica is, right?
Yep.
I mean, sign up for them all and just see what happens. I mean, but I probably, if I had to pick three, I'd do Agent Pronto, 55 Places, and I'd do Expert Home Offers. That'd be me.
Well,
Expert
I mean,
Home Offers. I bet I've made, dude, I bet, guys,
Start
well, I
recording.
did Z Buyers, and Z Buyer and Expert Home Offers for me kind of merged together, right, as far as my deals I was doing. But I bet through zbuyer.com and Expert Home Offers, I probably made shit like $150,000 in commissions
nice.
from those two sites, right? I mean, without a doubt. Larry, I liked that Donica is smoking during our seminar.
You
She's
know,
smoking
y'all
cigarettes.
I thought I signed up for an hour.
Sign up for an hour. It's like this thing was supposed to be over like 30 minutes ago.
I've had an 11-year-old's birthday party all day, followed by like 5 to 7 new applications. I can't even keep count.
So Jose asked, what's a
Now
good
it's smoking.
split with them? Most of these companies are going to ask for like 25 to 35%, right? But, you know, I think most of them are 25. I know Expert Home Offers is 25. I think Agent Pronto is 25. I think the 55 places is 25%, right? There might be some that are 35% in there, but, you know, I don't really remember right off the top of my head, but that's what you're gonna end up doing. I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty much average for the industry, I think, 25 to
So
35.
you'll be making loan officer money. It's all right.
Yeah, you can make some money, you know?
Well, no, I think 25% is like, it sounds like the standard, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
25% is pretty standard. I mean, I see some people asking 50% for referrals, and I think that's a little much. I think that's a lot, 50%.
I imagine, especially with that 55 plus though, that's going to drive up your average price on that 55 plus too. You're not talking about $200,000 starter homes.
Well, you know what, 255 plus communities, like in my market, I don't think there's many. Like there's only like 7 or 8 maybe. You know, so it isn't like you're going to show them 35 houses, right?
Right.
They're interested in 55 plus. They don't have a lot of choices in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
true. Very true.
You would think
probably
they would have a lot more choices there.
No, not really. I mean, they got a trailer park. They got a
I wanna
trailer
come
park. It'll be 55 plus, go to the 55 plus trailer park. But I mean, in the beach, you know what? We do have nice beaches. You can't rent a hotel room right now, but we do have nice beaches. I live on the very south end. I live in the snobby part of town. But you know, we have nicer beaches. But but yeah, we don't have a lot of 55 plus places. You know?
Yeah, that list is gold. I might share it with every single one of my agents.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's a great list. Seriously. Yeah.
Larry and I are going to be up early seeing who we can how
I'll
many
tell you
agents
what,
we can beat each other to.
Donica looks like
Actually, Larry
she's
Larry and I
aggressively
can
smoking.
do what?
She looks like she's aggressively smoking, Larry.
I am. I'm about to smoke another one. I'm thinking about
It's like,
smoking.
you should light another one off that one.
Here
So,
I am. Smoke.
Man, we're like in an hour and 45 minutes. So I tell you what, you want to stop the recording here and we can chat a little while with the people that are here.
Yep.
And at least we've
Can
stopped
you
it.
open up
for
and
you
let
stuff
us
like
see
that.
the people, or they probably don't want to be seen because they know your
Man,
webinars?
Well, you can upload them, or you can push them to panelists, and whoever wants to leave, they'll just leave. That's how I do it. Like when I do my calls, like I actually say, okay, I'm gonna get you guys on the camera, and I can hear you, so I can ask you, what's your biggest takeaway, right? And I'll add everyone as panelists, and like half the people disappear, right? So the people who stay, well, they'll be willing to share. So that actually might be a good reason to just get them on here just to see, what the biggest takeaway was, or their feedback.
I tell you what, man. I'm gonna stop the recording, guys. You guys want to tell how to get people in contact with you if they want to work with Donica.
Greatesthello.com is the easiest way to get me.
Yeah, I'm typing it in right now. LarryLee.com. That's LARYLE1E.com. That's my online business card. But yeah, I mean, you type that, you should have everything.
And guys, if you guys are still in the call or just getting in, you want that list, it is freebuyerlist.com. Just go there, fill out the form, it emails it to you. Check your promotions folder. It does send, I promise. Check your spam, check your promotions folder. And guys, thanks for being on with me tonight. I'm stopping the recording here.